took kind of a break, when the recession hit, but you guys have had a successful Kickstarter campaign. Can you tell us about that and what went into making that campaign happen and the enormous response that you were able to get from it?
Well, you say it was a kind of a break during the recession. We were out of business. Tomorrow makes 6 years out of business. So, even though we started out under NASA's umbrella and then we were private for almost 5 years ourselves, to be out of business for 6 years is really pretty amazing. We relaunched August last year with our Kickstarter campaign, and literally, Michael, everything changed after that. We asked for $8,000, we got $110,000. There's no way I could have ever prepared for something like that. I mean, I couldn't have imagined that. I did think we'd hit $15,000, $20,000, maybe $25,000. So I did have that hope, but I couldn't have imagined almost 14 times the minimum. And what that's done has really allowed us to restart the whole program. The Kickstarter itself is focused on a very specific task. We're going to do 3 experiments. We're going to take a balloon, a high-altitude balloon, tethered to the ground with robots climbing back and forth. And the first experiment is 6,500 feet. It's about 1.25 miles. It's 2 kilometers. The next one's 11,000 feet, 2 miles. And the next one's 23,000 feet. That's 7 kilometers, 4.5 miles. And these altitudes, the first one was what we agreed to the Kickstarter campaign, but because we got so much more money, we went higher and higher. And that'll happen May, June, and July. So we're right in the midst of making our robots, getting our final string, ordering helium, buying balloons. It's a pretty chaotic moment. The string that we were originally going to buy didn't work. We broke it. It was far weaker than we anticipated. We broke some more. We broke some more. Did some other tests. This week we finally get our reel of string, the one we're actually going to use, and it's a reel. It's pretty big. It weighs 60 pounds, but it's 4.5 miles long. I mean, that's a very small amount of weight for what it is, and it can carry 1,450 pounds, certified strength 1,450 pounds.
Now, is this the same material that you guys have been experimenting with over the past couple of weeks?
No. Oh, over the last couple of weeks, yes. That's what we've been using the last couple of weeks. This is a new one. This is the final one. The stuff that we've been using over the last couple of weeks is a little different, but it's the same general. It's a Vectran material. It's like Kevlar, Spectra, Dyneema, Xylon, those sorts of materials. We actually could have gotten an even stronger material, even thinner and even less weight, but the price tag would have gone way up. So we made a trade-off there. But this thread, it's not even it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. It's a twine. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. What we had been climbing years past during the first couple, the first Liftport version, was it's about almost 2 inches wide and thin. So this is that was a ribbon, and this is a cord. It's very different. Climbing on this thing is different. We had to completely rethink how we're going to build the robot. That's added some complications. So definitely a challenge. This is far harder than we were anticipating, but we're up to it, so it's all right. But yeah, that's all directly come from the Kickstarter campaign. That was amazing.